Hello adult class, it is Tuesday, September 15th. Hope you guys are doing well. As always, make sure you guys do your warm-ups before we get started. Refer to the app if you don't know them by heart. It should take you 7 to 10 minutes. Let's get a good warm-up in, pause the video, and come back when you guys are done. All right, welcome back. So guys, we're gonna continue with our grappling theme this week. We're gonna do some grappling warm-ups, so we're gonna lead you through these. Just a reminder, we show you each drill, you pause the video, do the drill for a minute or two, and come back. Simple as that. If you skip that part, guys, if you just watch, you're not actually doing the warm-up. So as always, we're going to start with our shrimping. Okay, so we're going to shrimp across the mat. Lift and shrimp. Straight down. Lift and shrimp. Straight down. Lift and shrimp. Okay, we're going to shrimp around the house, pause the video, come back when you guys are done. Next drill, move this way, please. More. Right there. Okay, next drill we're doing, guys, is our partner shrimping. Need a partner to stand over your hips here. We use their shin, and we're going to shrimp out from underneath them. Okay. Straight down. Go ahead. Good. And the other side. Good, and one more. Good. You're going to partner shrimp around the house, pause video, come back when you guys are done. All right, now we're going to do our break falls and tactical stand-ups. Remember, tactical stand-up is a fancy term for standing in base. So from here, we break fall. Guy to stand in base properly. Right hand, right foot, left hand. Lift, swing your foot back, and stand. Now we do it on the opposite side. Fall back. So left hand, left foot, right hand. Lift and swing your foot behind. I see some of you guys, excuse me, getting on a knee first. We don't touch our knee. Our knee doesn't touch the ground. So we're here. I see a lot of you guys go here first. That intermediate step, we're not going to do that. We're going to kick that foot right back to the hand. And we're up. Pause video, get 10 in on both sides, or 10 in. If you want to do 10 on both sides, it's great, but do at least 10 total. Okay. Welcome back. Now we're going to add our hip walking in. Hip walking. We introduced this to you not too long ago. So we're going to take a knee. When we do this, one foot is postured up. That's the side we're going to. I'm going to fall to my hip. Now I saw a lot of the guys yesterday putting their knee out in front of them. Nope. We're going to fall completely along the side here. Boom. I fall to my hip. Go ahead. Now from here, we swing this back leg around and we take our knee on the other side. Now the front knee is up again. Fall to this hip, and up. Fall to this hip, and up. What that does, it serves to loosen up our hips, okay? Pause the video, come back when you guys are done hip walking. Good. Now we're going to do our bear crawls. Remember, each of these drills you're doing for about a minute or so, okay? So we're going to bear crawl around the house. Just like so. Okay, good. Pause the video, come back when you're done. Next warm-up drill, we're going to do our gorilla walks. Remember, our fists are oriented like this, not like this. We don't want to roll our wrists. Fists are like this, ground in front. We're going to bring our back feet forward, our back feet. We only have 2 feet. And gorilla walk around the house. Pause the video, come back when you guys are done. All right, welcome back. Last drill for the warm-ups. This is our 4-corner drill. This one is challenging. It's like we're playing Twister. So I want you to listen and focus here. Each time we turn, we are turning exactly 1/4 turn, or 90 degrees. Okay? So the first turn, I turn to my right, boom. The next turn, I turn all the way around. So it goes completely opposite direction. Next turn is a 1/4 turn again. And the final turn brings us back to the center. Okay, so it's just like that. And then we can do it in the opposite direction. 1/4 turn this way. Slide something down. 1/4 turn this way. 1/4 turn this way. And 1/4 turn this way. We weren't on any angles during this drill. So we're going to walk you through it. It's like Twister. You're going to replace your foot, replaces your hand on each move. So from here, we're going to start. Left foot replaces right hand. Right foot replaces left hand. left foot replaces right hand, right foot replaces left hand. And we're back to center. Now we're gonna go the opposite direction. Right foot replaces left hand, left foot replaces right hand, right foot replaces left hand, left foot replaces right hand. Good. Now once you have that, what I want you to do is you're gonna do 3 circles in one direction. Then you're gonna do 3 in the opposite direction. Billy, you wanna demonstrate?
Sure, Sensei.
Okay. So he's gonna start. It's gonna go this way. Left foot replaces right. That's 1 cycle. He continues it through. That's 2 cycles. Good, I freeze. That's 3 cycles. You can take a break in between, and you're gonna go in the opposite direction. Right foot replaces left. That's 1 cycle. That's 2 cycles. And that's 3 cycles. Good job. It's exhausting, trust me. Pause the video, get your workout in, and come back when you're done. All right, welcome back, guys. So what I want to talk to you guys about today, submissions. We're going to start applying some submissions from the mount position, okay? For our younger students, like our white belts and our yellow belts, and students that we haven't had a lot of opportunity to work on the mat with live on these techniques, it's very important that we understand these techniques. We have a saying at Leading Edge, tap early and tap often. We're not trying to win any MMA titles here. We're not trying to be the next UFC champion. So I'm not interested in seeing how long you can last during a submission, how much pain you can tolerate, or how tough you are. Because I don't want you getting injured. The universal symbol for I give up is tapping out. Now you're not going to tap yourself, you're going to tap your partner. And you tap them feverishly like this. At least 3-4 taps, just like that. That lets them know you feel it and you're done. On the flip side of this, guys, as you're applying a technique, whether you think they feel it or not, whether you think the move is gone enough to actually work, the second they tap you, you immediately let go of the move. You immediately release the technique. You may not think it's applied correctly, but you may be causing that pain and discomfort either there or somewhere else without being aware of it. So we don't push it any further. The second they tap, your responsibility is let go. Let go immediately. So we're going to do a couple arm bars, our white, yellow, and orange belts. You guys are focusing primarily on what we call the Americana or key lock arm bar. Okay? Upper belts. It is imperative you review this. I don't care how long ago was you first learned this. You have to drill this. You have to drill it. Because if you don't drill it, it's not going to be there for you when you need it. So the Americana. So I'm going to demonstrate on step by Bailey first. Okay, so as we've been talking about ground and pound and such, and our opponent's hands being up in front of them like this, and we're coming at him here. So I'm coming down at him and I'm starting to pound on him. Okay, his arms are going to start moving as he's trying to protect. I'm going to decide which arm I'm attacking. I want this arm first. So I'm going to grab that arm and I'm just going to bury it to the ground. Now I'm taking that arm down. I want his arm in a hello position, like this. Right there. Now, sorry. My elbow is going to be in his ear. And my hand is holding the top of his wrist, not the bottom of the wrist, because his hand can pop right out of that. Go ahead, pop your hand up. So I'm holding it down here. That doesn't move, and this doesn't move. My free hand is going to slide under his bicep and on top of my wrist. My head is down. I'm lifting it up so you can see the move. But my head would be down so he's not unloading shots on me. So my head's here. But I have it up so you can see. Now I'm going to lift his elbow. And I'm going to slowly slide his hand towards my knee. And he taps out. What we're trying to do is rotate the elbow, rotate the shoulder backwards farther than it's anatomically possible. When he feels that pressure, which I have no flexibility, he has a lot of flexibility in his shoulders, you're going to feel that, you tap out. This move is also known as paint the floor by the motion that we're sliding his wrists along the floor. So I'm here, his hands are up, I pin that arm down. My elbow's in his ear. This doesn't move. Slide this hand down. When I lift this elbow, the one in his ear has to stay down. I slide his hand towards my knee. I attack the other arm. Elbow in the ear. Pull the wrist down. Slide the hand underneath. Lift the elbow. Slide. Just like that. And he taps. Turn it sideways. So I'm pinning that arm down. Move your face. My elbow's in his ear. This goes underneath his bicep and on top of my own wrist. My head is down so he can't hit me. I lift his elbow. Watch this wrist. I'm going to paint the floor with it. That's it. He tapped. Okay, so that's our white, yellow, and orange bars. You guys are doing the Americana or key lock armbar. Let's watch Bailey apply it once on both sides to me. Go ahead. You see how much less flexibility I have in my shoulders. And that's it. Okay. Now, green on up. Let's work on our standard armbar today. Our standard armbar 101. Okay, from here, this person, you have the mount. Maybe you're down, maybe you're up. He's trying to push. Maybe he's extending an arm, trying to get away. My upper belt, I know you've worked this, but guess what I said? You have to do it over and over again so it's natural and fluent. So you can hit it. And you're going to see the progression that Bailey does here from beginner level armbar to advanced versions of this armbar. So here, my arms are up. First thing Bailey does, he decides which arm he wants to attack, and he surrounds it. So he's surrounding this arm. So he goes around that arm, and he goes in between. The in-between hand is on top. From here, he's going to pop up into a horse stance, using my chest to do a push-up. From here, his inside arm, bend your knees. His inside arm is going to grab my wrist. Now, this is the tough part. You're going to step all the way around my head, which is stepping all the way around this arm. Boom. Keep that arm extended. Don't let it collapse, you lose the move. From here, he's going to sit as close to this shoulder as he can. I actually like to sit right on the shoulder and fall off. Now, he secures my wrist with two hands. He's looking for my thumb. My thumb should be up. Okay, if my thumb's up, that means he can hyperextend my elbow down. He puts it on his lower hip, he squeezes his knees together, and he pushes his belly button up to the sky. Okay, watch again. Come here, please. Okay, so he wants that arm. He surrounds that arm. If he wants the other arm, he surrounds the other arm. We're not going to go there right now. So he's here. He pops up to his horse stance. Inside hand grabs the wrist. Steps over the head. Sit slowly. On the hip, down, extend the hips. Okay, good. Now, we're going to skip a step. He wants this arm, so he's going to surround it with this one like he's supposed to, but the other hand's going to go right to the wrist. Because some people, experienced people, as soon as they do that, I'm going to know, and I'm going to pull my hands out. So he immediately secures that wrist. He doesn't want it to go anywhere. Now he pops up in that horse stance, steps over the head, and sits. And then finally, the way we want to hit this at relative speed, more advanced speed, is his first motion, he plants that hand and right to the wrist. Instead of popping up to a horse stance, go ahead, come back down. As he gets to this foot's never going to touch down. It's going to be going around my head right away. Go. Boom. Good. Try it again. That gives a lot less time for the bottom person to react. Come on, one more time. Hop and go. Remember, sit as close to that shoulder as you can. Turn to the side here. Good. Now, for our upper belts, we'll give this to brown belts, candidates, black belts. You've all seen me when I do self-defense move, and I take a person down. Stand up, please. As I take them to the ground, one arm, I always give a nice little yank as they land. So they're laying on their side, and there's a couple of reasons why. One, it makes it harder for him to kick back at me. Two, he can't get his body turned, turn your body towards me, get his feet up, try to work a guard or something, okay? And it makes it hard for him to roll into me. He's here. So what I want to do is I want to pin him there. This leg is going to stay behind him. I'm going to step around his head. I'm going to pinch my knees like this. This is called a tension, T-E-N-S-I-O-N stance. In traditional karate, this is called a tension stance. See how my feet are turned in towards each other? Okay, my knees are bent. Okay, almost like I got to go potty there. All right. So from here, I'm going to get my knees locked just below his elbow, right there. Boom. From here, I want to look at where his thumb is. Now push his arm opposite direction, causing a submission against my leg. Okay? So again, I'm around the head, pinch the knees. Boom. Okay? So come up, so my belly. So as I'm laying down, I'm on my side. I'm not flat. This doesn't work if you're flat. So he pulled that arm and extended that arm. He steps around the head. He pinches his knees together, trapping my elbow above his knees. He looks for that thumb. He's going to apply the pressure opposite. Okay? Let's turn it this way. Let's go this way. He steps over the head, pinches those knees. Look where that thumb is. Look where the elbow is. And he applies the pressure the opposite way. Okay? It's an arm bar. Same principle. It's a hyperextension of the elbow. It's the same principle that we did with our standard arm bar, but we're doing it from a standing position with a tension stance and applying the lock. All right, guys. All the arm bars we did, it's very important that you work them on both right and left. Work them slow and in control so we don't injure our partners. That's very, very important. Remember the rule. Tap early and tap often. When we're tapping the person, don't tap yourself because they may not hear it. Tap them frantically. Okay? Go nice and slow. Drill, 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 drill. The more reps on these submissions, the better. Keywords for your check-in today. Try not. Do or do not. There is no try. It's one of my favorite quotes. First spoken by a 900-year-old master. This master was so wise, he was an old soul. Master Yoda. Okay? Master Yoda. Now, when Master Yoda spoke those words, what he was giving you was a philosophy on life. The philosophy of not failing, never giving yourself the option to fail. When we say we're going to try to do something, we give ourselves an out. We're letting ourselves know that we have an option to fail. When you take the approach of try not, do or do not, there is no try. You're telling yourself, I'm not giving myself the option to fail. I'm going to do that thing, and I'm not going to fail at that thing. So apply this philosophy to your life. I try to live. See, I said that wrong. I live my life. I apply that to my life on a regular basis. I don't try to apply it. I don't try to live my life that way. I apply that to my life. Use that philosophy. Try not, do or do not, there is no try, and you will find success. All right, guys, thanks for being Lima Strong. Thanks for training so hard. We'll see you on the mat, and we'll see you online. Oos.